welcome to my channel. And as I promised, I'm gonna be uploading new videos hopefully every week. So that's my intention, and I'm gonna try to stick to it. And what I decided to talk about today is something that people keep asking me about, and that's the word holistic. You know, when I say I have a holistic approach to life and personal development, and I call myself holistic coach, and people are like, what is that? I had to look it up and I still don't kind of get what it is. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit, and then we're going to go into a kind of short meditation into aligning those parts that I work with. And so, you know, holistic approach isn't anything very new, actually. And old cultures understood that we are created from different parts. So we have our bodies, our physical self, you know, the part that always feels something and can be happy, can be sad, has needs to drink water and eat and sleep. And that's the physical part of us, the sentient kind of being, that's the body. And then we have our thinking self, our mind, which constantly thinks. That's the nature of the mind, is the thinking. And then there's the spiritual part, right? So that's the part that never dies. You know, it incarnates through different bodies, has different experiences. And that's the one who is really having this physical experience. So we are not bodies who have spirits. We are spirits that have physical bodies. And it's kind of a big deal to realize, you know. And we still have these parts, and that's how we learn in these lifetimes, in these physical bodies. And, you know, sometimes people kind of struggle understand that they can have their intentions set in one side of themselves, one part of themselves, or they can have understanding in one part of themselves. So for example, I see people constantly reading things, doing affirmations every day, and then they kind of come in and tell me, well, I keep telling myself I'm good enough every day, but when somebody does something to me, I don't feel good enough, you know. And that's often why they come to me and they want to work, was because, okay, I'm out. I don't know. I've read all the books, I've done all the affirmations, but it's still happening. You know, and that is when we only try to convince our mind, right? So our mind is thinking something and we're trying to convince it by something else. But this is where the holistic approach comes in, right? Because if we have some energy still in the body, some unreleased emotions, you know, or some kind of patterns of spiritual energy, we keep recreating the same experience until we're gonna let go of it. So that's why we really need to work with all these three parts to be successful and live our dreams and, you know, be happy on a daily basis. And the reason why I started really having this holistic approach is because I tried all the stuff. I did healings and, you know, only readings, you know, only spiritual stuff. And I was always like, there's something missing, you know? And then realizing, oh my God, when I work with all of them at the same time and I clear energy in between of two of them, I literally align them all together, I feel good. My life is really changing. I'm starting to attract the people I want to attract, the opportunities. My creations are suddenly finally happening. And I'm like, oh, so maybe that's the way. At least that's the way for me, and I've been using it with people and my clients, and it's really incredibly successful way to work. So I would like to lead you through like a small meditation where you could really kind of start getting a feel and a touch of what those three parts of yourselves are. So I'm gonna be with you. I'm gonna have my eyes open and guide you, but still meditate with you. And I will invite you to gently close your eyes. And I would recommend meditating while you're sitting down with your feet on the floor in a comfortable chair where you can relax your back, but it's still kind of straight, because we want to meditate in the body. So this is in body meditation, and that's what I'm gonna lead you through in these, you know, little meditation videos, is how to really connect to the body. Yeah, so find a comfortable spot to sit, just close your eyes. And I like to start my meditations with a few conscious breaths. So we're not gonna count them, but just take a deep breath in, really deep breath in through your nose, and become aware of that air coming in your nose and just filling your body, and it's oxygen, it's life. Just take it in, and then as you breathe out, start kind of more relaxing in your body. And just, start doing this. Just breathing in, and as you're releasing that air, relax deeper in yourself. So your attention is coming from, out there. The whole day we're kind of looking around, like, what's going on? We have to respond. Now this is your time to go within. Just close your eyes and start settling in your body. Few deep breaths, and become aware of your feet on the floor, your butt touching the chair, and really sink into your physical body. And your awareness can kind of stay behind your eyes, in your sixth chakra or third eye. It's kind of center of head, a little bit more behind your eyes. That's where is our sixth chakra, where we can see energy. And maybe you don't see a lot. Yeah, that's okay. We develop that skill. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the better it gets. But for now, where our attention goes, our energy flows. So if you start putting your attention behind those eyes, that's where the energy starts flowing. That's where you're gonna be you can be just that neutral awareness in there. And yet, being aware of your body, that part of yourself that is the body. And as you kind of start becoming aware of your body, sometimes you become aware of there's a tension here, and this doesn't feel very comfortable. And maybe that's why a lot of people live out of their bodies these days. They just left the body. And it was my journey too, So that's okay. It's not about judging, it's more about realizing it and making a different choice. And when we're not in the body, we can feel a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear, because all the energies are really close and they can be threatening. But when we really ground it in our bodies, it creates huge safety. So let's ground together. So as you're with your eyes closed, behind your eyes, just imagine a root. It's like a big old root start coming out of your first chakra. And if you don't know where's the first chakra, it's where the tailbone is, pretty much. So it's our center of safety, security, feeling safe. So imagine this root just start coming out, shooting down, through the floor, and whatever is below you, just going down, down, down to the center of the earth. And you can just stay behind your eyes and kind of seeing it happen, or some people use the word, visualize. And sometimes people don't see for a while, and they're kind of is it real? Am I imagining this? Imagination and intuition or clairvoyance is really very, very similar. So even if you're just imagining it, just imagine it. And sometimes just by intending it, you're intending it to happen. You're not making it happen in a way of my body needs to shoot this. By your awareness, you're making it happen. So allow that root just go down to the center of the earth. And maybe you will have this awareness, something shifted when you did it. Just I can let go now. And allow yourself to go. Our aura, it's electromagnetic field. It's electricity. It needs grounding to release. So breathe and just allow yourself to start releasing anything that's kind of build up and it's tension. Just let it go. Yeah. Whew. Notice how much energy is coming out. Yeah. And the language of our body is emotion. And emotion literally means energy in motion. So we want to allow our emotions to flow. So wherever there's some kind of tension in your body, just breathe into it and allow it to flow. Just allow it to start moving. you know, and if it's not yours or if it's old, it will just come out down the grounding cord. Don't worry about it. It will just come out. Maybe it's something current, something you really need to feel right now, and just allow it. Allow your body to give you that information. I'm sad. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I need to relax a little bit. Whew. I'm so happy you're doing this meditation. Yeah. And you know, emotions can be stuck pretty much anywhere. So wherever you feel that tension, as I'm saying hello to it, I'm guiding you, just relax into it, allow it to flow. And you know, if you're empathic and you really are tuned into what people around you are feeling during the club, we tend to take on other people's energy. You know, somebody said we want them to be happy, so we kind of take it on, we like suck it in, and then it creates discomfort. It's not our emotion to deal with, it's not our energy, right? So that might be start coming up for you, so just start letting it go. You know, it might be even not yours. You just took it on because you wanted to help someone. Yeah, just let it go. Yeah. And you can maybe see it's easier to be in your body. You're just kind of starting to sink into that grounding cord. Saying hello to your body. That's your sanctuary, really. And that place in the center of your head. So we're going to be doing our meditations from here, our third eye, sixth chakra, the center of seeing. And, you know, this is a real sanctuary for you. Maybe it's a cozy room. Maybe you can really see it as a sanctuary. Maybe it's like a little beach in the center of your head and you can feel the sand under your feet. But it's a safe place where you can be your consciousness and a bit of an observer as well. So suddenly the drama of life is not as big. And I like to call it the eye of the hurricane, right? It can be always the spot to come back to and just be. And say hello to your breathing. Because if we stop our breathing, the energy stops flowing. So say hello to your breath and allow yourself to release. Great. Now we're gonna say hello to our minds, right? So we have the thinking mind, the very analytical part is kind of at the back of our head. So you can look at it, it's like a river. From the center of your head, you can become aware of that stream of constant thinking. And I'm just like, but you don't have to be in it. You can be out of the stream where you're right now. You're in the center of your head, behind your eyes. And you can kind of observe it. Maybe you can find a bit of amusement to it. Like, oh yeah, the mind's always thinking. Yeah, it is. And you know, what I often hear is people saying, well, I start meditating and I only think. Like I start thinking. The truth of the matter is you were already thinking. But now you're realizing how much you're thinking. So that's meditation is about. We center ourselves and we realize what really is happening. So it's not like you start feeling discomfort because you started meditating. The discomfort was there and now you're acknowledging it. It's the same with the thinking. You were thinking already. You're just becoming aware how much you're thinking. And so instead of trying to stop the flow of the mind, I invite you to just let the mind flow, but you're stepping out of it. You're behind your eyes and you're allowing that mind to just flow. You can even see it as a river, just like, oh, there are fishes and dolphins, and it's right there. You can be in the center of your head, maybe start releasing even from that part, you know, maybe there are old patterns of thoughts and energy and you're ready to let it go. And just by realizing, oh, this is not me, this is just this mental energy, you can just breathe and start, let it go. You know, and a lot of kind of mental activity and thinking can cause a lot of stress in our bodies. So just, just even when you want to release that energy from your body, just let it go. Yeah, nice. Good. And you know, now to really become aware of our spiritual part, which really is the awareness that you're in now and observing all of it instead of becoming it, let's create a golden sun above our heads. Create a picture of a golden sun. It's going to be a container for you to call your energy back, like spiritual energy. And you can even like create a magnet in there, something that attracts energy. It's your energy, it wants to come back to you. You don't have to worry about it. It really wants to come back to you. And just start calling it. Allow that magnet to start calling it. All your energy from the outer world, from people, places, your car, your fridge or bed, significant other, kids. That's where we leave a lot of energy. Just watch it come back, and it's again, you're intending for it to come back. You are calling it back, right? You're still sitting here, so your body is relaxing, but you're doing it with your awareness. It's coming back to you. Yeah, just breathe. Yeah, kind of watch it happen, coming back to you. Nice. There you go. Maybe it's kind of getting bigger and bigger. And our energy, spiritual energy, can be in the past, in the future. So just really call as much as you can to a present moment. And just allow that golden sun to be really bright and shine for you. Yeah. Kind of neutralizing all of it, so it becomes just this ball of your golden energy. And your gold is very specific, it's just yours. It's like a fingerprint, right? It's your spiritual energy, very unique. So just welcome it, admire it. It's beautiful. It's your spiritual energy. And then allow it to kind of melt down and start coming into your body. Just like, allow it to come in and open up to it. Open your body up to it, all the cells. Yeah, all the chakras. Allow it to just come in. It's like warm honey or champagne, bubbly champagne. Your spiritual energy. And open your cells to it, your bones, your muscles. This is a healing energy for you. It has all the information of your healing in it. And fill your whole body, including your feet and your toes. You can wiggle your toes as you feel the gold coming in. Just my energy. Just relax. Yeah. And when we fill ourselves in, sometimes more energy wants to come out, because now you're really saying hello to your center. You're saying hello to these three parts of yourself. The spirit, the mind, the body. And we truly all have our own information. We have our own guidance, but we weren't trained to connect to it. We were trained to read books, watch stuff, like somebody tell me what to do. But we really need to quiet our mind. We have to quiet our bodies, and we have to find our center in order to listen to our guidance. So I invite you to just kind of sit here and breathe and release any energy that's right now between those three parts and their communication. Just start letting it go. And if you catch yourself, I'm thinking about something tomorrow, 5 minutes later, it means you really tend to jump in that mind, and that's okay. It's a great awareness. Just take a step behind your eyes, from the back of your head, the analytical mind, the river of thoughts, constant river, it won't stop flowing. It's always gonna be there. So just like move your awareness behind your eyes to that very quiet space, the sanctuary. And just breathe. Stay in there. Yeah, there you go. And you're completely welcome to just stay here a little bit longer and just kind of release. Or you're welcome to come out, but before we do it, I invite you to create another golden sun above your head. And, we can either call our energy or we can create new one. We have unlimited source of energy as spirits. So this time I invite you to create new energy. your beautifully unique energy, your golden sun of your unique, beautiful energy. And yes, we are creators. And I'm going to be talking a lot about it, how we create our own lives. Yeah, beautiful golden sun. It can be as big as you, you know, it can be really magnificent and huge. And then bring that gold in. Just allow it to kind of melt into you and fill in your body, fill in your chakras. Yeah, allow it to flow down to your arms and back and stomach and pelvis, going down, down, down to your feet. Really filling you in. And say hello to that grounded consciousness. So now you're centered and you're grounded. And maybe it's not perfect, but you're way more centered and grounded than you were 5 or 10 minutes ago. So validate that. And you can open your eyes. Hi, I'm still here. Yeah. So I hope this was a little bit helpful. If you have any comments or questions or even suggestions, you know, this is what I struggle with, please let me know in comments. I'm going to be definitely addressing all of it, and I'm always happy to get inspired for what you need. There will be another professional meditation coming up, and it's on releasing anxiety. But, you know, because it's professional, it takes a little bit of time. So be patient. But in the meantime, I'm going to be definitely adding new videos every week. Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you for meditating with me, and see you soon.